Hi there, I'm Hannah Park. I run a blog called Hannah Park and it's currently only a website because I'm still studying website design. So I have some new products that I'm eager to try, so I thought what a better way than to just sit down, do a little bit of makeup, have a little bit of a chill chit chat, and yeah. So the new products I'm going to be trying out today is the Revlon Candid Foundation, the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, the Revlon Photo Ready Insta Sculpt Duo, the Maybelline Master Conceal by Face Studio Camouflaging Concealer, and I've also got two new Morphe palettes that I thought I'd give a go today. I've got the palette Colorburst 35B and the small Always Golden 9A. I'm first going to start by prepping my face with the Inglot Under Base Primer. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of my only favourite products from Inglot. I have a lot of Inglot products because I do study at a beauty school and that's what they give us. We obviously pay for it, but you know, they go out and buy it. Their eyeshadows grab a little bit, their contour grabs as well. The only thing I'm really liking at the moment is the highlighters, and obviously this primer is really good. I'm just massaging it into my skin. The concealers are a little bit grabby and I'm just not a fan of the foundation, but I still have to work out why. Their powder is also really good, but it is really expensive. So I'm just massaging this into my face. It's really important with primer to really let it soak in. What primer is meant to do is fill in your pores, and it can't do that if you just like sit it on your face and don't really let it soak in. Now I'm going to be doing a little bit of colour correcting with my e.l.f. colour corrector. One of my pet peeves with what I see on YouTube is people just caking on colour corrector. You really just need the tiniest amount where you've got redness or any other thing that you need to colour correct. And you just want to use a really small amount, because what you're going to do is it's just neutralising that colour out. And then we're going to go over this with concealer, which is another reason why you don't want to be caking it on, because if you're caking on your colour corrector, you're also going to have to cake on your concealer, and then you know, with foundation, and then you're putting on powder over the top of that, contour, all of that sort of stuff. It just gets really cakey looking. You know, do your thing, but I prefer a really natural, my skin but better base. I'm also just going to blend out any excess onto my cheeks. If you can't tell, I do have quite a red face. So now I'm going to be going in with my concealer by Maybelline New York. This comes in really handy when you're doing clients' makeup and if you're a makeup artist, because it's in a tube and not in a container where you have to put a doe foot applicator into it, because then you don't want to be having to scrape onto a palette and then worry about contaminating other clients. It's just really easy. You can just pour a little bit onto your palette and you're good to go. I'm going to be taking the smallest amount of concealer and just going over all those areas where I have colour corrected. Now usually I would colour correct under my eyes for all of the purpley goodness under there, but for today I'm just going to leave it. Might do a little bit of concealer, but that will be it for today. I'm actually quite liking this concealer for my under eye bags. And again, just blending this downwards. A little bit of this really does go a long way. I've grabbed the smallest dot here and I've still got quite a bit of blending to do. So now I'm going to go in with the Revlon Insta Sculpt Duo. So because I have a heart face shape, I'm going to go around the perimeter of my face to really bring it inwards. I have quite a circular heart-shaped face. And I'm also going to bring this, I'm also going to do a little bit underneath my lip to give it that fuller appearance because of the shadow there. And I'm also going to go in and do my nose. Now I have to admit, the one trend that I am on board with is really skinny noses. I'm also going to do my cheekbones. And one trick that I did learn is to just like grab it around the cheek. This helps to just bring it in a little bit and kind of give it that natural like cheekbone look. It's not so like straight lined. Now I'm going to go in with the Beauty Blender. This is actually blending really easy. I'm quite liking it. I'm going to be using the Candid Revlon foundation. I keep wanting to call it a concealer because it's in such a little tube, and like, to me that's just, it's not enough foundation for a foundation tube. So what really drew me to this was it's anti-blue light. It's also no harsh ingredients, anti-pollution, which was another thing I really liked about this, and it's also got antioxidants in it. So I was quite curious to see what antioxidants this did actually have in it. So I did a little bit of a Googling. What really surprised me was there wasn't anything on the website about the antioxidants, and I think if you're going to be putting good things in your foundation, why wouldn't you want people to know about that? But it did have a reasonable amount of cucumber extract in it, which has antioxidants in it, which are really good for smoothing out the skin and being anti-inflammatory. Obviously, we all know that because that's why we put cucumbers on our eyes. They help reduce the puffiness. This also has aloe leaf extract in it, which has the same sort of properties when it comes to antioxidants. So this foundation, looking at those ingredients, seems to be really good for sensitive skin and also older skin. It's not going to be too rough for your skin. It's also going to smooth it out. Cucumber antioxidants are also really good for anti-wrinkles. So I can definitely see myself using this foundation on older clients. And I really have to applaud Revlon for their color range as well. I'm really liking this foundation. It gives a very natural finish. I can still see my contour through it, but it's not like not covering up what I need covered up. It's covered up most of my redness. Obviously, I would need a really full coverage foundation to cover up all that redness. But yeah, I'm really liking this. It feels nice on the skin. It's not drying. It's not very tacky. It's very skin-like. And I have combination skin, so for me it's really about finding that balance with something that's not going to be too drying on my cheeks and something that's not going to slip off of my T-zone. So yeah, I'm quite liking this. So now I'm going to go in and set my T-zone specifically with the Clinique Translucent Stay Matte Powder. I just like to go over this as kind of like my first line of defense against getting oily throughout the day. And now I'm going to go in with the Ket Cosmetics Translucent Powder, and I'm going to give a quick dusting to my entire face to set all my liquids. This is the powder that we actually use at my beauty school, and I love it. I used to be using the Inglot one, but that ran out for me because it is in such a small container that it's really just not enough for a makeup artist. So I was using the Ket Cosmetics at my beauty school, and it was just like the best thing that I went home and ordered it. So now I have my own. And so I'm going to use this just to bake where I've concealed so that none of my color corrector really shows throughout the day. But I really don't want that concealer to move because I am going putt-putt today, so don't want that sliding off my face. So now I'm going to go in with a bronzer from my Inglot palette. This is just the Freedom System. I'm going to be going in with this bronzer here. Another little tip I have is that if you ever need to spot clean your brush, if you ever need to clean your brushes, whether with soap or you just want to use a spray spot cleaner, a great spray spot cleaner is to just use a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. It does the exact same thing as what the other brands will try and sell you, but it's so much cheaper. I got that from my hardware store for like $4 Australian. And then the other thing to use when you want to clean your brush with a soap is to just use a shampoo. It does the exact same thing, and it's like half the price that a normal brush cleaner is. I also use that for my beauty blenders. I'll just soak them in there and then I'll put them in the microwave for about a minute just to sterilize them. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of the blush from the palette. And one tip that I do have is to literally just apply this to the really high points of your cheek. If you're applying it anywhere else, what it's going to do is when you're not smiling, it's going to droop your cheeks down. And obviously I don't have to worry about that because I'm 17 years old. But if you're doing this on older clients or doing this on yourself and you're a little bit older, it is a good idea to just note that. I'm also going to take a little bit onto my nose, and I would like to apologize. I know this lighting is not the best, but it's all I have at the moment. I am redoing my room. I will have a vanity in there, so that will all be done up for all of my blog posts. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of highlight. I actually really like these Inglot highlighters. So now that I've done that, I'm going to set everything in place while I do my eyes with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I haven't used this one yet, but we will see how it works compared to the MAC Fix Plus. I love MAC Fix Plus with all of my life, but I really just hate the spray on it. I think it leaves little drops on the skin and it can morph the foundation a little bit. So if MAC Fix Plus came in a nice mist like that, I would enjoy it so much. So let's give this a go and see how it wears throughout the day. I like that. I'm going to be reaching into Pillow first and just using this all over the lid. So I'm also taking this colour Pillow and I'm just putting it into my lash line. I'm going to go in with Witness. And I'm actually going to grab a little bit of lavender out of the palette. So I did go do my eyebrows off camera. All I've done is just put a little bit of powder through them, gel and brushed them up a little bit. And to do all this, I've just been using my Revolution Focus and Fix Eyebrow Shaping Kit in light medium. And it just looks like this. It's a really simple one. I got this off of Beauty Bay. It wasn't very expensive. But yeah, I didn't show you. I thought it might be a little bit boring. But if you would like to see how I do my eyebrows, let me know. Actually, before I put on mascara, I am going to quickly tight line my lashes with a black eyeliner. I think it makes my mascara look a lot fuller. So that's what we're going to do today. So now I'm going to go in with my beloved Revlon mascara. So this is pretty much the look. I did apply a little bit of a pinky lipstick. I actually don't have the name of the lipstick because I depotted them all, which was really stupid of me. But yeah, this is it. Just went for a really pinky. I was gonna go a bit more bronzy, but then like the bronzer wasn't really working. So it's just more of a pinky look today, but yeah, really enjoying it. And if you liked this, please come back for more and I will have all the details for wherever I put this, because it may be on my blog, maybe on my YouTube channel, we don't know yet. Thank you for joining me and I hope to see you again.